that dust. Anyway, what's up? This is just me, Big Earth, going through his books of ideas. So not only did I want to have a podcast, but I had ideas of having restaurants and clothing lines and all kinds of other things that I thought was essential to me being a successful person and me just creating. And the thing that I realized is I wrote everything down, like shit, everything I wanted to do, every idea I had, every dream I had, every belief I had, every thought I had. I wrote it down somewhere, whether I was in school using it as a project, and it was like I had an idea about something. Oh, I got to do a school project. Well, shit, my idea is a school project, so let me go ahead and do the school project on my idea. I still have that paperwork. I thought I was gonna have shit, I'm finding on. Thank God for technology, because I'm actually gonna get to try to. I keep saying try as if I'm not going to. I actually get to storyboard and make characters for my comic book character, which is to me amazing, because these are all ideas that are at least a decade old, for honest and for true, over a decade old. My wife drew a picture of, I think we were still just dating it. Might have been there, I don't know. Anyway, it's been a long time. Anyway, my wife drew a picture. I can't find the original picture of what she was supposed to be, but 10 years later, I actually have an original of an episode of a volume. It is Black Y, The Calling, Volume 1. And this was penned, looks like edited also, May 14th, 2009. May 14th, 2009, and it is 2020. And I just went it's actually needs to be rewritten to a more permanent, but it's still kind of babble. Anyway. Several unknown assailants began to shoot up the club, killing 5 and wounding at least 75 people as they were trying to escape the gunfire. Reports are coming in now from First Lieutenant Sam. Sorry. See, this is what happens when you run on. Okay, so punctuation does matter sometimes. Only sometimes. Anyway, so reports are coming in now confirming that First Lieutenant L.O. Sands was killed. Oh, yeah, I remember. Anyway, so the men aren't looking for her. It was some sort of device, and after several more minutes, the group of men loaded up and left back to where they came from. She moves quickly to the room where the item is located. She enters and sees them guarded by 2 men. Without hesitation, there was more to that. From the mission brief, she knew she had only to infiltrate to the last building on the right. She proceeded with stealth to the building. Just as she was about to enter the building, a truck with about 10 men came from around the corner behind her. Truck halted. Oh, wait, let me read that again. I'm going to try to read this with some. Truck halted hastily, and the men began to jump out and form a perimeter around the building she was entering. She could see they were heavily armed. I'm reading backwards. See the guy walking to those 2 at the booth? Yeah. The table he came from is where the girl is. I paid those 2 $500 to get them to leave with them to their hotel. Lucky folks. This is my comic book that I want to write. This is 10 years old. The language attitude is probably somewhat out of date and probably somewhat offensive. Kind of along the lines of then would be America, fuck yeah, would probably be along the lines of this right now in this current time. Two men Ernesto brought with him on his job are the best in his group. Lennox and Rot have proven time and again that they, in fact, picked the right occupation. Killing is like a high for them. They don't care who, as long as they get to kill. I wrote that shit. And hearing it out loud to me is fucking outrageously funny. But I will be making this complete. Oh, yeah. So, en route to the home, 16 hours after leaving Florida. I don't know why. Some of the places and locations are actually places on location on the map, and that's about where it ends. We're going to an island on the Alaskan coast, just south of Kiska. It's one of the home's training facilities. Military base, Naples, Florida. As platoon Zebra 47 Alpha is about to take its leave from training, Yolanda and her crew, Diesel, My Money, and Sands, are at the end of an exercise trying to see who can beat Yolanda at her first game of knuckles. What you're going to do is pay her a visit and talk to her yourself. Put her through the paces and see for yourself what she is. Yeah, so my influence came from a lot of 1990 high action, high drama, shoot 'em up, burn 'em up, tear 'em up, scorch the earth thrillers. But that's something different. That's actually the same thing, but it's going to be a female. Laugh at me all you want to, but I did some research on this. Even after the fact, which was some years ago. It's not that uncommon, but my character here was going to be carrying 2 deadly yo-yos, and she was going to be able to sling and walk the dog all through your ass, fucking you up righteously. And then I put a bunch of complicated stuff on it, like where her parents came from, her daddy came from, and where her mama came from, and why her mama is a pearl diver somewhere deep in the Philippines, which is probably inaccurate, but whatever. My story, my universe. In my universe, the United States, Canada, and Mexico is one place. Now what? Do something with that. You thought racism was bad. You ought to see what it's like in Can America. Oof. Oof. Ooh, sheesh. Eek. It's all right down, miss, I tell ya. Anyway, this is Son of Sports. Team Zero. Well, okay, so Team Zero is another idea. That's where so Yolanda was going to be the main character before she became Yolena, which was going to be the main kick-ass character female. But before she becomes the main kick-ass character female, I don't know who, but anyway, she was going to be some regular old chick with some super abilities. You don't ever fuck with the camera while you're filming. My bad. Sorry. Anyway, plus snap on the table and do all of that other stuff. Anyway, so I don't know who I'm telling the story to, but if you watch this, then you might understand some stuff. So anyway, so Yolena comes from she doesn't know her really. She knows who her parents are, but her parents died when she was an early age. Her uncle too is taking care of her, and then he kind of goes away. Everybody's kind of got a sorted, quiet background, and everybody's kind of doing some things that nobody really knows what the other is doing, you know. There's some love triangles, and some old loves become new enemies, and some old places and some new things. Anyway, so I was pretty happy with my opening for my, let me see if this is going to get back on, but apparently, as with all my sentences in my writings, my openings are too long. Maybe I'll split it in half. Maybe I'll have to redo it. But I guess for me, I got to say the accomplishment was actually getting it done. I got to thank my man for kicking me in the head and basically like, dude, it ain't that hard. It's kind of hard, but once you get it, you can do it yourself. So do it yourself. Okay. But I'm still going to ask you to show me how to do some stuff. And then I might use the other system because it might be a little easier for me. But either way it goes, you still got to come into the studio. I ain't really calling you out. I don't want to take this the wrong way, but time to do a show. I think everybody's tired of seeing me by myself, even though it's only been 1 year ago today. This building was still in construction. I had it painted up to this day. I didn't have anything done in October. Maybe it's because I was so busy doing football that I didn't have a opportunity to do any taping, but I was going to see exactly where I was 1 year ago today through my video findings, and I'll post some stuff with this video. Hey, I'm going to edit some stuff in showing what my building looked like a year ago, or a year and a month ago. Well, 11 months ago or 13 months ago or 13 months from now. 13 months ago? I don't know. Anyway, so I want to do my comic book, and now that I have the space to do it, I'm gonna one of these days I'm gonna learn that I can talk. Anyway, my comic book, my television show. Actually, come on. Yeah, my bad. Podcast. Maybe not even really a podcast. It's a post. Thank you to my 17 subscribers. Once I figure out how to make you my top 17, well, once I get 20 subscribers, once I get 25 subscribers, once I get my first 30 subscribers, I'm going to put a little gold check mark by you. And when I get premieres, I'm going to send it to you first. That wasn't edited. I just did that here live in the studio. I break myself down. Anyway, so I'm still just about that life, boss. I'm just here so I don't get can't say that. Don't push me. And of course, see, it's this type of stuff that kind of upsets myself. Now, I wanted to play one of my quick little touch 'em tracks, and if I do that, I would have to have my other device, which is not currently with me. The device that is with me is the device that really doesn't do anything but hold pictures and be my backup. Download a bunch of stuff that I didn't want anymore and keep a hold of it. It still works, but I can't do it. I just can't do it. Hey, he's back. Ladies and gentlemen, the man has walked out with a mask. Safely and healthy. Let the campaign resume. Headline reading. New York governor orders some New York schools closed amid virus flare-ups. Student dies and a campus gets serious about coronavirus. Why is it always after the fact? Everybody wants to do something after the fact. Like, the warnings before just isn't enough. No. We gotta wait and see. Is it really real? It's kind of sad. What would happen if we actually reacted when we heard some information? Hey, I heard something's about to happen over here at the school. Maybe want to have somebody, hey, They said they was gonna do something. Who? I don't know. You know what? Then again, you can look at it from the other side and it's like, why am I gonna sweat somebody and be all, somebody said you was supposed to do something. I ain't finna do nothing, I'm innocent. Well, they said. Who is they? We don't know, we can't say. Wait, what? So somebody, innocuous? I don't know if it's innocuous. I don't know what that word is. Whatever. But somebody who ain't being told is telling somebody, another party, that another party is doing something. So there's 3 parties going on, and one is trying to cancel another one. And then the other one is like, huh? But okay, I gotta go. So it goes. Wait. Anyway, whatever. Pew, 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 pew. Woo. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew. So with all this green screen behind me, I should be able to put whatever it is I want behind me on the screen. The system that I'm running is going to teach me pretty soon. And I hope my camera, my other camera, which I can't see right now, is not showing anything from the waist down, because I can see myself in the mirror across the room from the waist down, and it is an atrocious sight. Oh wow. Now the president is going to use COVID and his experience with COVID as a first-hand knowledge of how the drug works, and everything that they gave him is safe for the public. Okay. Wait a minute. What am I doing? Sorry. The one thing I thought about was, why do I want to talk politics when I was like, disassemble America one stereotype at a time? Disassemble America one stereotype at a time. And then I also said disassemble America. So the first one, I mean exactly what I say by that. By every single American stereotype, I want them all found and taken apart and dismantled to each and every one of its individual pieces. Not necessarily be put back together again, but to find out where it came from and squash it. Are there some stereotypes that are real and founded? Depends on the system that you live in. Some systems, it ain't important about nothing else other than making sure you can get something to eat the next day, make sure you got some place to sleep the next day. You know what I mean? Because it's hard out there trying to scrape and scrape and scrape and scrape and try to find a food and stuff. I'm talking about just down the street in my own city. What can I do about it? I can feed or give money to one of the 2-3 homeless people, give to the Poverello House, yeah. But the fact of the matter is, the people who need help, there should absolutely be some place for them to go to get back on their feet, where they don't have to run, they can be stable, and they can work their way back into society. If that even is so much as to something as radical, like if everybody talks about let's do it together, well then here's a radical idea: adopt a homeless. If you are capable or able to adopt a homeless person for X amount of time, well, obviously they would have to go through a screening process. We're not just going to bring a person into our house and amongst our children's and the not what's, but a screening process where, you know, or some transitory type. Maybe it sounds kind of crazy. Maybe that's why it sounds crazy, because I'm starting to get quieter and quieter because I'm still trying to think this out as I'm fumbling with my papers. But I don't know, like you do foster kids and you do exchanges and shit like that. Why not? Or find a gigantic area and start a city. And I don't know, like over excess resources, you have certain businesses in the area, maybe a little bit of state, a little bit of federal funding, but basically they start from ground zero. Run some water, run some power, run some sewage, and let them build. We can pull them out of the cities, put them on these. See, look, man, that's the problem with America. Everything I'm describing is something that has been done on a federal level to somebody. It's either a reservation, a plantation, a ghetto, a trailer park. You know, some of the good ones are wetlands and or federally protected national forests. We group a lot of shit. Is that a stereotype? Is everything have to be grouped? Can we not all just be Americans? Because I know there are rich hoarders, poor hoarders. There are rich clean people and poor clean people. And then there are those of us who are a little bit above and a little bit below the normalcy line, which is where all of us mostly live. I know how to swim. I know how to shoot a gun. That's not an American. That's everybody know. Does every American know how to shoot a gun? Has every American been around a gun? Is that or is that not a stereotype? Anyway, I don't even know how much time I'm talking about. I'm just talking. I'm bored. I already said what I was going to do. I was talking about Yelena. I was talking about some of the characters I've got up. Son of Sports, Yeah. A lot of this stuff is probably not even going to make the air. Yeah, the Aqua Lounge. That was my school project. That was my idea that I used to make a school project out of. One of these days. I'm still looking for investors. It don't take that much. Me and a couple of people to help keep the time flowing, which I already have a crew set in mind. I still can't play no music because I'm on the wrong damn... I don't even know what this is, man. You guys just ever turn on your devices and you get all of this weirdo stuff on your stuff that you ain't even asked for? And then it doesn't want to delete. Acts like it owns your damn computer and shit. So anyway, next lesson, next trick is, on this next video, if I'm able to, I'm going to put something behind me. Not going to just be green. It's going to be something like this. Or something like this. But maybe more so something like this. Now, if that works out, that would be 3 hot ass areas that I put a prompt on. So then I can say that I went like this. And then something like this appeared. Who knows? If it doesn't happen and me doing all of this and this and this turns out to be nothing but a straight up diss, you won't see it. That's why I have editor's rights. Really? Oh wait, look what I didn't do. Doom, doom. Turn my light on. Turn my light up. Turn my light up. Turn my light up. One more. There it is. Now you can see my glow. Glow. Turn up the heat light. Anyway, sorry. The one thing that I did realize is I wake up every single morning and I have a different song in my head. Every single morning. If I was able to record the songs that were in my head, it would be an eclectic version from 1970s all the way clear through 1998. And then it stops. My basketball, the Lakers was somebody that I liked. I always liked Michael Jordan. For a while there, I could... Fuck! Kobe's gone. Damn it. Anyway, for a while, when Kobe first came in the league, to me, he was version KOB of Jordan. And I thought Jordan was the best. I seen him play, but then I thought Kobe was trying to be like Jordan, and I didn't really take to Kobe. And then after all the stars that I had watched through, my time watching basketball in my youth were retiring and going to the booth and starting to coach and do all kind of stuff like that, then, I look back at Kobe, and Kobe became one of the last true legends, and then I appreciated his game. I appreciated that he was the straight conduit from the 90s style basketball to the evolution of today's game. Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson, Orlando Woolridge, Shaquille O'Neal, David Robinson. Like, these guys started stuff in real life that dudes still do today. Like the big saggy shorts and that attitude. And man, I mean, not that it was. Sometimes you look back at the 90s and you can see that a lot of the stuff we did, it looked cool. And it was. But to be honest, it was hard. We go to the club back in the day, it was almost like going to the gym. All of the dances, all of the closeness, all of the together and smashing. And like in this area, there was a circuit of clubs that you could literally run Monday through Sunday. Yes, Monday through Sunday. There was one club where Wednesdays you would go and take $8 because it was 50-cent beer night. You can get a 6-pack of beer, walk around in the club with a 6-pack, and that's where I learned the game Buffalo. Buffalo. For anybody who is still or has ever been a current member of the Buffalo Society, I am no longer calling any Buffaloes, but I will still say this. That was some fun times. So, anybody who's familiar, you probably have similar drinking games, but this is a buddy drinking game where the dates of the month or the dates of the day made the difference. On even days, you only can drink with this hand around the buffalo. On odd days, you can only drink with your left hand. If at any time you were caught drinking with the wrong hand on the wrong day, they would call Buffalo! Buffalo! Now, if I can get some 3D shit to come out from here, Buffalo, that shit's gonna be tight. Watch out. Buffalo! 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 You would have to either slam that drink that you had, or it would have to remain on your lip until it was gone. I have friends who shall remain nameless that at one point in time were buffaloed on such a large drink that events almost changed the evening. It is still kind of vague exactly how that night broke out, but the scorpion did attack. Ouch. And we've all been stung with a buffalo. Have you ever been double buffalo stung? I will leave that at that. Okay, so I'm here once again in my studio, kicking back, ready to go, do some talking, figure out, yep, ashy elbows and all, don't really give up. La 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 la, 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 ooh 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 ooh, swerve. Anyway, I think I am going to go because I want to do some stuff that I can't do on camera because I want my mama to watch my show. Watch my show. This is a pre-show to the pre-show. Bitch! No! Did nobody ask your punk ass nothing? See, that's why I always tell everybody. If you got this old something ass woman right here and that other old something ass woman right there, always use the other's name in the house. That's the only time you're gonna get away with using another woman's name in another woman's house. This Big Herb, that's some intelligence, and be careful out there, boys, cause it's tough to be a cheater. See, there she go again, thinking somebody. I did not ask for you to say nothing to me. Shut up. This has been a short episode of American Chaos. Maybe. Watch my show. 17 subscribers. Please like and subscribe. I know you're a fan, and don't unsubscribe because I got the thing watching. Come on, man. I mean,
I won't respond to that.